10% of what normally goes through this critical waterway. When you say the strait is open,
This is what I like. That is a good question. Let's see what happens.
For Iran, that's the only one it's closed for. It's closed for Iran, both in and out. People are finding now that there are alternatives to the Strait of Hormuz, and it's pretty amazing. You saw the line of boats going up to Texas about 2 weeks ago when it was actually closed. It looked like the Long Island Expressway for ships. There are pipelines being built right now all over the place. It's going to be doing less business in the future than it used to.
In the interview with Fox News, President Trump left open the
That's good for us.
of a limited ground operation in the future. He also didn't rule out seizing Carg Island if the conditions were right.
Dude. Yeah, I hope they don't want to make a deal. I hope we take them out, and that's that, you know? Finish the job. Take them out, you know? Blow them up. When they hit, we hit 10 times harder. President Donald J. Trump. What did I feel like these are super old.
Tremendous military success. When they hit, we hit 10 times harder. They have no military left. Their air force is gone.
Oh, this is like
their ships are gone. 159 ships are gone. They're at the bottom.
No, this is a dope video.
A lot better equipment than they do.
At the direction of President Trump, the War Department will ensure that Iran never has a nuclear weapon.
There you go. That's a good idea. People don't realize that Iran,
10 times harder.
IRGC specifically, will use a nuclear weapon as soon as they are able to. I don't even think it will take them 24 hours to launch it. And they don't care where it hits it, as long as it doesn't hit them. That's it. That's all they really care about. We're one step closer to getting CCA to the warfighter with the live first test. What is this? Oh, that's the new fighter pilot, right? Fighter airplane, fighter jet. Oh my word! They're getting CCA to the warfighter. To the warfighter with this live fires test. Okay, what is warfighter? Turkish world's first fully autonomous unmanned fighter jet with AI supported air-to-air combat.
We have opened capability doors to a new era in aviation history.
Let's go. Just with AI support air-to-air combat. Capability. Oh. Okay, can we see like
For the first time in the world, an unmanned fighter jet successfully struck an air target by firing a radar-guided air-to-air missile.
What are the other jets there for? To spectate? Or to make sure it doesn't go rogue? Full spectrum dominance. Sitcom, pacing back and... Yeah, that's good. Big day, big plan. For sure. Oh my gosh, bro. This guy. You can forget like every 5 seconds. President Trump feels plans to replace illegal alien truck drivers with U.S. veterans. Do they want to be truck drivers? Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Sounds like it's a thing. I wouldn't have guessed that. The Great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania establishing the equipment, technology, and innovation to ensure America remains strongest and most powerful nation in the history of the world. That's good to hear. Let's see what he says about this.
To celebrate a colossal victory for this Commonwealth and for the entire nation. This afternoon, we're announcing nearly $10 billion of new investments in our defense industrial base right here in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And these investments will create more than 4,000 jobs. Pennsylvania workers.
Sounds like good news.
The ships, submarines, trucks, weapons, and industries that will ensure.
Yeah, you know how many times I've heard this
Strongest and most
about everything you do?
in the history of the world.
It's like everything you do is going to increase those things that you list.
We're here today to celebrate.
And I guess what? Nobody sees it. Nobody's seeing it. It's not happening. And I will say that until I see it. All I can see things is going up. Oh, hold on. I do apologize. You got egg prices down. Whoop-de-doo. How much did we have to give the farmers? When is the egg prices going to go back up? I keep hearing that we give our farmers so much money, for this and that and that. Yeah, well, someone's got to pay that. And yeah, my city taxes keep going up. Property taxes keep going up. My energy bill keeps going up. My, water bill keeps going up. Anything that can be charged to you that you have to have that is, to live in a comfortable environment is going up. Yeah, I could go live in the woods and probably get arrested and have to pay court costs and stuff, There's more money. Or you go, let's see, what could I do? Realistically, you go live with one of my siblings for a lot cheaper. But I have a wife, so that's difficult. That would be hard to get her to go along with that. Yeah. Now, am I struggling? I would say not completely. But am I as comfortable as I was 3 years ago? Or, sorry, 8 years ago? Absolutely not. I definitely see the difference. And it hits hard every single day. Every month, it hits hard. And I know a lot of Americans are feeling that, and there's a lot of people that have it way worse than me. I'm not saying I'm not looking for sympathy whatsoever. But I'm telling you, what I see and what he's saying and what I feel and what he says, they don't line up. They don't line up whatsoever. Am I glad that it's not as rapid and things haven't gotten worse, except for gas prices? Yeah, I'm glad about that. But am I happy that it's... Is it... Is it taking too long and not reflecting every time he says that? And it just reminds me every time that I hear him say that, oh, we got, this will boost the economy. This will give more people money in their pockets. This will, decrease gas prices. This will decrease grocery prices. And then they give you the number like grocery prices are down 100%. Like, where the heck are you getting this data from, bro? Nobody sees it. The only thing I noticeably saw was eggs. Eggs prices went way down. That's the only noticeable thing. Yeah, but I'm okay with it. Because at least it's better than the last administration by a crap ton. And I'm not just talking about pricing. I'm not talking about, inflation or anything like that. I'm talking about the idiocy, the complete incompetence, the gaslighting, the craziness of the last administration seems like it was like, I don't know. It seemed like it was reality TV, you know? And it's hard to imagine that actually happened. It's very hard. Like, it's like, how? And it was so exhausting. And now that people can breathe, because they don't have to be scared to say the wrong thing. They don't have to be scared that every single thing that they say can be used as either racism, sexism, or sorry, being sexist, I guess, and then also, what was the other thing that they would do? Like, you know, being called a Nazi, just being scrutinized by everything, just for being someone that has common sense. It was like, I don't know. It was wild. You had to be there. And I was watching the Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, marathon. Not marathon. I kind of guess it was marathon. You know, watched 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, I think. No, I think I missed 5 or something like that. And then I watched the very last one. What is that? The Trident or something, you know? Something about the Trident. Anyway, I was like, oh, this is whenever movies, Disney started going woke. This is like peak, not peak, but like the beginning of the end. It was crazy.